Brothers and sisters, I believe 100% God's glory. Because in the front of me, some people, they reject it, or maybe that God doesn't want to use to lead this fellowship, to lead this church. 3 or 4 people. That's why I'm going to leave 100% God call me. I say, God, better I do the job. I make money to do the job, that's it. And I come to church and help, that's it. But you can imagine, brothers and sisters, God is alive, Jesus is alive. Why God chosen me? And I believe God in Jesus Christ chosen me with the purpose to spread the good news. In the front of me, 3 or 4 people, God rejected and God appointed me as a pastor. I'm still working. That's why I'm not stealing. I don't want to steal the church money. Because the responsibility between me and God. And waste my time. I'm preaching, worship, and the end of this life, God rejected me because I'm stealing the money. No, it's not easy, brothers and sisters. Temptation by temptation coming to my life, my family life. And this is real. And through this matter, God brings me to the step, to the next level, to the next step, to the next level. God doesn't want me to always stay in the small things. If I'm the one to make decisions, brothers and sisters, to want only in the step, or only in the ground, only in the small things, I'm the one to make decisions. Jesus only help. Holy Spirit help. We are the one that make decisions, brothers and sisters. We are. That's why last 2 Sundays, Sister Laura says, free will that God gave you to make a decision. Free will. Why do people go? Why do people fighting? Why do people reject Jesus? Jesus is the one that created us, but they reject Jesus because of the free will. Brothers and sisters, free will. We are grown up people. We have a mind, we have a heart, we have a body to make a decision. To follow Jesus or stay in the small things. We are the one. God wants me to love Him with the pure of your heart. God doesn't want someone push you to love Him. Pure love coming from your bottom of your heart. Last Brother Mario says, why I love my wife without condition? Because she was sick, brothers and sisters. She was sick. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe some people doesn't know. Sister she was sick with the 7.5, right?
Yes.
7.5 bring the meat. Kg. Like a 2 babies, 3 babies. You can imagine. 7.5 kg, the skinny, pale, no power, weak, with the 7.5 kg in the tummy. You can imagine, but the husband still loves her. I cannot imagine about the bed, yeah? Because he was sick. I don't know, but he said, I love her because coming from my bottom of heart, without condition. And he said, I love God as well without condition as well. God wants you and me to love Him without force from someone. Coming from your heart. Coming from your heart, pure heart. This is the one God wants you. That's why God gives you free will until you die. Some people, they tricky. When they want to die, and they receive in Jesus. When they're young, when they're still strong, they run away. But God so wonderful love. Even the last minute, you cannot open your eyes, but you still can pray the people. And they can still hear. In that time, they receiving Jesus straight away, go to the heaven as well. But don't do like the people. They're busy with the world. The last minute looking for a church, looking for a God. This is the time that you make decision to follow, to believe, to give your life to Jesus Christ. And God bring you to the next level, not always in the small things. Next level, busy with the big wave, busy with the cycle, busy with the tower, not the small win, not the small matter. Big. You know, one day, it's going to fulfill. And you can see this in the world, no other persecution. Be careful for the believer. Persecution, suffering of Jesus Christ. This will be fulfilled. Yeah, many people die. Yeah. Group of people say, you want to follow Jesus or die? That's the persecution. That's the suffering, brother. If you or me doesn't have a good foundation, the basis of the belief, you will be denied. Believe. The Bible only says, don't say like Peter, God, Jesus, even I die for you, I never ever leave you, I never deny you. What's happened with Peter? 3.5 years been walking with Jesus Christ. He always told God, Jesus, I never leave you, I never. You know, with the servant, the small people, the servant of the leaders. I think this man with Jesus Christ. What Peter say? I don't know. And 3 times. Not 1 time, brother. 3 times. 3 times. And after 3 times, what's happened? Huh? That's the sign. And when Jesus died, have you seen before? Have you seen the people or someone, your family or someone you know, before they die, do they say it is finished? Have you seen that? Have you seen the people say that? Not Jesus. No. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, of course Jesus, but someone, the human man. Have you ever seen the people that before die, they said, yes, Sunday school, please, let's have Sunday school. And they said, it is finished. Have you seen that? Never. For me, never. Ever in my life. I saw someone before they died, they said, it's finished. Finished from God. The Bible says this is the symbol. Every word, there is the meaning. Jesus says, it is finished. It's meaning. Jesus died for you and finished all the sins wiped out. If Jesus is crazy, why Jesus say it's finished? If there is no meaning, if Jesus died like that, there is no meaning. Why Jesus say? Why Jesus say it is finished? It's all done. And this is real, brothers. History said that it is finished. Finished means Jesus saved your life. Whoever believes in Him, there is no perish. Anyone knows John 3:16? In English. I pay for us. As a Christian, because when one day the persecution coming, you still stand up, brothers. Not easy, brothers. Oh, I can face it all over. I can. I don't deny. Peter, this is a good example. 3.5 as a physically, as a body walked with him, and he saw the miracles that Jesus was doing. Bless you and me. Doesn't see with the physically eyes, but we believe Jesus. Amazing. But I believe 100% you see with your spirit. believe that, and receiving blessing. Yeah? Because sometimes we receiving that coming from out of our power. That's what Jesus done. Yeah, like last time Sister Lucy. 3 times the voice coming spoke to her. Spoke to her. What? The first one is slow, and the mid, and the second one is the bit. What? And the last one. What? It's amazing, guys. This is proof that Jesus is alive. We cannot see with the own eyes, but we can feel and receive the miracles. Receiving that Jesus is alive. Jesus is alive, brothers and sisters. When God have a plan, God never ever, and the plan never ever fails. God's plan never ever fails. God promises, God will save you, Jesus will save you. And this will be fulfilled. Persecution coming, suffering coming, but Jesus, the one that promised, will save you forever and ever. To strengthen you. That's why God called me to spread the good news, to strengthen you, to support you, to build your spiritual, to go to the next level, to facing the big yes. Cycle. Darwin, you know cycle. Big cycle. That's why now in Darwin, to build a house, the foundation is too strong. That's why the house is expensive. To facing the big cycle. As a Christian, like that, brothers, we have to build our body with a strong foundation. From the big foundation, basic, so strong. Like a tree, the brothers. When the cycle coming, which one the tree is? Even the tree is big, but the root is soft. Fall down. As a Christian, as well, brothers. When the persecution coming, when the suffering coming, we still stand up, still confess that Jesus is my Lord. Not easy, brothers and sisters. Not easy. The Bible will fulfill whatever the Bible says. Suffering, persecution to the believer. To the believer only. Why not to other religion? You can see. Find out in the YouTube. You can see. Why only persecution coming to the believer? It's real. Because the righteousness only in Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. God's plan. God's plan. Thank you. Yeah. This is the thing. Already 15 minutes. God's plan is never fails. Only my plan fails, but not God's. Whatever God says, whatever God spoken to you, He will fulfill. He will fulfill. But from the beginning, when God spoken to reach to the goal, in the between, in the gap, suffering, of course, suffering, persecution, of course, in the middle, like Joseph. Not easy. That's why free will. Free will. God wants you. God wants me to come to Him through the big cycle. Yeah. You can imagine. You can imagine. The sun, Genesis 37 verse 9. The sun, moon, and the 11 stars were bowing down to me and to save my family life. And God spoke to Joseph, and in the middle of his lips, many temptations are done. Many temptations. If you still faithful or not, if you still walking in God's plan, up to you, up to me, up to them. We are the one that make decisions. We are the one that make decisions. We still faithful in the middle or out of His track, out of His way. We are the one. You know, very hard for men. When the Mrs. Potiphar tempted Joseph, very hard for men. If the man is not lead in God's way, walk with Jesus Christ, very hard. I believe Mrs. Potiphar is still beautiful in that time. Now only Mummy, only star. In that time, beautiful. Tempted Joseph, come on, sleep with me. Come sleep with me. Don't worry, nobody here. Nobody here. God's plan, no friend. Keep going, brother. Joseph in God's plan had to go through suffering to reach to the final goal. Yeah, persecution. I will give you the video. This is easy one. The persecution will come to you. This is the easy one. In easy one we can pass. We can pass. And this is the video talking about the free will as well. The pastor preached about the good news, but she rejected. Old lady. She rejected. Yeah. So two things. She rejected and free will. You want to follow and persecution as well. Get ready, brothers and sisters. Suffering, persecution will come to the believer one day. Tomorrow, next week, next year, we don't know. But sometimes temptation or suffering or persecution coming from your family as well. Believe. Persecution coming around you. Why you want to go to church? Why you wasting your time? That's a persecution from this Christ, from family, from friends. Why you wasting your time in the church and you give the money to church, to the pastor? Yeah, I'm still working. Don't worry. Why not? Like why? That's persecution. A little bit, small one, not the big one. Yes, video please. The light. Yes, Sister Ellen. How come? If the pastor preaching the good news and she was speaking, can you read it? And then get rest. Good. These small things, not the big one. Can you pass the small things? Maybe if we are not walking with Jesus Christ, He will defend, He will speak back. Believe. But if you full of the Holy Spirit, you walk 100% with Jesus Christ, you just smile. These small things, brothers, small things. And she rejected. Yeah, free will. You want to receive Jesus or not? This is free will. And this is small. My job to spread the good news. Because one day we are facing the persecution and suffering, brothers. I don't want to only focus so much on blessing, but the heart one as well. This is both ways. The heart will come to the believer. The hard time will come. Suffering will come. If you're ready, you can pass. Yeah? And the Genesis, this is I think there are 7 or 8 or something. I write down in the middle, when God spoke to here, in the middle there's the suffering. But in the middle there's the blessing as well. There's the blessing as well. Not all the suffering that Joseph is facing. To reach to the goal, it's very hard. It's very hard. If you're not walking with Jesus Christ, I don't know. Yeah, you can imagine hate jealousy from the sibling. You can imagine hate coming from your sibling. Especially the Catholic people. Yeah. Yeah. What to say? The Catholic people say to you, what do they say?
They say maybe they just pray for us.
Yeah. This is
month.
Yeah. Her friend or his friend says, oh, maybe they receiving money from church. That's why they come to believe in Jesus Christ. The persecution, that's a small thing, not a big one. This is mocking, persecution, suffering. Yeah, this is a good example. Because they know the righteousness, brothers and sisters. I'm sorry, not worship the woman, mother. Mary is same like us. We strive to Jesus Christ. He's the one, He's God, He's coming from God. He's the one, strive. Why? We have to worship to the woman. He's the human being like us. We worship strive. The righteousness is Jesus Christ. You can check in here, brothers and sisters. Never ever mention about the mother. We have to worship to the mother. God's called me to tell the righteousness. You can check. Whatever I said, you can check in here. God's called me to tell us good news. to tell about the Bible. And wherever God wants me to talk, I'm the one that talks. Yeah. From simply, from other people is you can maybe understand. But this is all people simply hate jealousy. Genesis verse 11. Genesis still jealous of him. Yeah, and then let's kill him and throw him into one of the deserted seasons. Oh well, let's say that a wild animal ate him. It's a lion, or the sibling lion to the father. Oh, just create the drama. Create the drama. Joseph been killed by the animal. Yeah. I hope and I believe Christian no drama anymore, no lying anymore. Because lying, according to the Corinthians, never ever see the kingdom of God. Yeah, we're wasting time. We still lying. Yeah. Create the drama. Oh, animal! Why anyone eat? Joseph. And they put up. You can imagine, no clothes, and they chop on the big hole. Well, you can imagine that how suffering on building on sibling. Yeah. And they stripped him and took him and drew him into the system. Well, no clothes in well. No clothes. You can imagine. You know, with the boots, nice clothes that the Jacob, his father, gave to him, they peel off or they took from him. And they sold. This is amazing, brothers. They sold how much? They sold. I'm just calculating the Australian dollar. Yeah? Genesis, according to the Genesis 37 plus 27 plus 28, they sold him for 20 shekels of silver. It's about 8 ounces or 0.2 kg. And 20 shekels is about $8.17. I have a shekel. Maybe never seen the Israel money. Yeah. This is the first time I saw the Israel money as well. 50 shekels. Yeah. 50 shekels is about $20. 40 cents something. But in that time, not the paper. In that time, yeah, silver. Yeah. If you want to go to the Israel next January, don't forget buy this one. Yeah. This is only paper, brothers and sisters. Only paper. See, only paper. But because of the paper, human beings kill each other. You believe not? Son kill father, father kill son because of the paper. Paper. This is not what you call it. Not valuable in the heaven. Only here, this earth. Only this earth. But people fighting. Friend. I saw with my eyes, the son drawn the eggs to the father in court, fighting because of the business. You can imagine. Fighting because of the business. See? $8 sold him. You can imagine if your brother or if your husband, if your wife, if your kids sell you with the $8. And in the middle of suffering, God gave him success in everything he did because God was with him. Yeah? In the Potiphar is the leader of the army, something like that. And whatever he do, success. And the owner and the leader happy. Yeah? Because of God with him. Yeah? So in the middle, even in the middle, success coming. Yeah? You can imagine. I believe we are. In the middle of suffering, we are blessing as well. But don't forget, that's coming from God. Coming from Jesus Christ. God bless the household of the Potiphar because of Joseph. Both in house and both in field. Sometimes you can feel it. When you go to the someone's house, the blessing coming to that house, you can bless because of Jesus with you. Jesus with you. So as well, wherever you go, there's a peace in there, love in there, in that house. Yeah. That's why, brothers and sisters, don't worry. Sometimes you have to pray and worship in your house, in my house, because peace, love in there. That's the one that the world can give to you. Believe. The Bible is saying. Wherever you go, always bring the blessing. At least peace, love, joy. That's done because of Jesus in you. If you come to the sermon house and people fight, you bring the wrong spirit. See, God's calling her. Hands up, God's calling her. Amazing. In the middle of service, God's calling someone. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, quick. Mrs. Potiphar wants to sleep with him. This is big temptation for the man. Beautiful, everything Mrs. Potiphar had. Yeah? Be careful with the man. Woman say. Woman say, only man. Yeah, still, especially for the young people. Yeah, they're young, still young. Yeah, but pretty young too. Hallelujah. Energy, spirit still young. That's a good one. Yeah. Why the people die so quick? Because no energy. Brothers, you can see someone when they want to die, still young, but they die quick because there is no spirit, there's no energy in their life. That's what make him or make her weak, no power. Like this, but still young. The good one is the spirit energy, still young. Yeah? No, someone say amen. Hallelujah. Slander! Be careful with the slander. Anyone knows, give example slander? Anyone have a bit experience with the slander? Someone slander you, slander you? You? Pastor? Wow. What kind of a slander?
Every week.
Every week. But not me.
Especially after I preach.
Special?
Especially after I preach.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, brothers and sisters. Sometimes close friend. If the other friend you don't know, it's okay, yeah? Sometimes okay, but close friend. It's like, oh, why you want to walk with Lisa? Lisa too much, yup. Why you want to, that's slender, yeah? Why you want to be friend with the Sister Oka? Sister Oka, yup. Why? That's a slender. Kill from your back side. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, twist. Yeah, the story is a twist by Mrs. Potiphar. Mrs. Potiphar say, this Hebrew man wants to sleep with me. Sometimes the story is twist, changing drama. Have you experienced? The right one is this one, and then twist to the wrong one. There's sometimes happening in our life. So get ready to facing the persecution and slander forever, suffering. And the chief of cavalry did not remember Joseph and forgot it. Sometimes you have happened in your life that when you help someone and when someone success, they forgot you. Is it true? They forgot you. Yeah? When you help someone and someone already free success, they forgot you. It's happening already to Joseph, so that's don't worry. If something happened in your life, just smile. You do because you love Jesus. Amen? Amen. Whatever you do because you love to Jesus. You do with your pure heart. I want to demonstrate this one. My wife coming. My wife coming. How Joseph distressed and he cried out to us for mercy. And the whole city refused to listen. Anyone can help something? Ps.Steven? Who's the good character? Good character? Good anger, good character. Come in, help. I want to demonstrate how Joseph distressed. The other one is like. I will demonstrate. I know. Yeah. Anyone can come? Ps.Steven, come here. You have to do acting, yeah? You have to do acting. Yeah? How Joseph distressed when he cried out to us for mercy and he refused to listen.
21, I'm looking for it.
Yeah, this one. Can you read it?
Why Joseph distressed when he cried out to us for mercy, we refused to listen.
Good acting. This drama. I'm a Joseph. Yeah, you. You want to go first or I go first? Please,
That's it. You got back to dialogue.
Clap your hands for Jesus. You can imagine in that time, Joseph asked Mary, please don't kill me, don't put it on the well or don't sell it, something like that. He got out, the like hurt, please hurt, this, and the people the city doesn't care. Yeah, you can imagine. And they refuse to help. Yeah, quick, no, go ahead. Then it's fulfill the plan that God has set that brought before Joseph. God fulfilled His plan. They threw themselves to the ground before Joseph. Yeah, our things like before. Yeah, and that's all sitting down and worship like this. Please, if you don't have a food in Canaan, please help us. Yeah, God fulfilled. God fulfilled what God said in the beginning. They all sun, moon, stars, and the father, mother, the father and the mother, but all fulfilled by God. And Pharaoh appointed Joseph in charge of the palace or Egyptian. All Egyptians submit to his order. Whatever Joseph said, everyone followed. That's the rule. In that time, every word coming from Joseph, they had to follow. Otherwise, they would die. And Egypt, you can imagine, Egypt, the first, I just Google it, the first, some people say Egypt is the first country in the world for like modern country in that time. What's it called? Huh? The modern country. The modern country, it means that they can read reading, and make industrial, agricultural, and Indonesia is still suffering with the food. They all already reading. They already writing. They already make up bread. We suffering with the cassava. In that time, long time ago, they already eat bread. We suffering with the cassava. This is, and Joseph is second in charge in the modern country in that time. Or civilization in English. Egypt is the first country in the world for the civilization. Anyone know civilization? Find out. You can explain civilization. Civilization. Huh?
Civilization, like a civilization. Naturalization.
Civilization. Yes. Civilization. Yeah, that was the modern country in that time. We suffering with the food, they already eat bread. Agriculture, they already eat. And Joseph is the second. Okay, no. Second in charge. Keep going. Please. How many of you, because of Jesus, hate by others, want to be killed by others, jealous by others, strayed by others, sold by others, slandered by others? And how many of you? This is the one that you have to face it. And suffering persecution as well. From your family, from your friends, from others. If you fail in here, you cannot jump to here. If you fail here, you cannot jump to here. If you fail here, you cannot jump to here. Yeah, this is the one. Keep going, brother. And therefore, they were others for 2 years because of Mrs. Potiphar. 2 years. 2 years is not easy, brother. People one day, I don't want to stay in the day. I don't want. 2 years. 2 years, brother. It's not easy. Yeah, forgotten my friend. Yeah, sometimes friend may forgot you. Yeah. Never repent to others. Success, but never forget this. Yeah. And maybe they all pass up to 9. But in here very hard. Many people they forget when they success. And they said, my friend told me, oh, I got the job because of Jesus Christ. And never ever come back to church. Is it true? Is it good? He got the job because of blessing of Jesus Christ. He said that. But after that, in Jakarta, I'm talking about Jakarta. And after that, he never ever come back. God never ever bless you to blow you to come to Jesus Christ. We have to highlight. Jesus blessed us to build relationship with Him, not to block our relationship. You have to remember that. You cannot serve God and money. Whatever the reason, the Bible already said. Full of spirit of God, so that you can survive in the path of suffering and struggling and persecution as well. With God. So that's why we already passed the basic, the knowledge of Jesus. We know this is the God. Is not going to the next step. Next step, until we facing the big persecution. Yeah, hold on, take it on. Brother, please. The last one. Yeah? Conclude. We have to foundation of belief Jesus as a strong as we can. Here, your relationship. Belief. Foundation is important, brothers and sisters. Foundation, basic is important for Christians. If you fail in the root or in the foundation, very hard to go to the next level. When the suffering and persecution comes, you never ever deny Jesus. Only to believer, persecution comes. Just highlight in your heart. Only believer, only the people that really love Jesus Christ come to persecution. Going to minute. And I will, let's not stand here. Stand. Oh, sorry.